Hey guys, welcome to Mag5firearms. Today we have a pretty cool day going on. Well, I had an awesome day. I just want to start off with that. Me, I guess I should say the wise man and I uh, made it out to the range today, and it was so much fun. It was absolutely so much fun. We had such a great time. There was so much that we were doing. Can you guys hear me all right? Let's just start off with that. I want to make sure before I keep going that you guys can hear me. So anyway, so we had such a great time, man. We were doing drills and we were doing 25-yard shots, and it was really just so, I don't know. It was just really just like a great day. So anyway, with that being said, you know, I shot my Mac 9 for the second time, which is pretty awesome. So I wanted to go over that with you guys for just a little bit of this live. And then on top of that, my everyday carry, I'm getting some light primer fires. So I'm going to replace the striker spring, and I'm going to tighten up the guide rod spring. There's a little loose in there, so I'm going to get that all tightened up, and I'm going to put some Loctite on it. So, I mean, this is real simple. So I think we're going to start there and then get that done. And then we're going to talk about the Mac 9. What do you guys think, huh? Sounds like a pretty fun time so far. All right, let's see. I got a 15, 18. I'm pretty sure I already have an 18 on there. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. Yeah, 18 pound and a 15 pound. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. And then I got my springs there. All right, so like every other Glock, right, guys? You guys know how to do this. First, make sure it's not loaded, right? Nothing's in there. We'll give that a couple hits just like that. All right, I'm going to roll it back some. Pull down. There we go. That slides right out. All right, and then we're going to pull this off. We're going to pull that out. And then we know how to access our pin from there. I'm going to move that over here. So I guess I'm just going to start off with this one for right now. Just so I don't like kill my fingers. I like doing this. Come on, damn it. Fat fingers. There we go. And just do that. And that way I have full access to that without having to. And then I got to find the right size. Hope everybody's having a good day. If you guys have any questions or anything, just throw them in the chat. I don't mind talking about 2A or anything like that. So, see how easy that came out? So easy. Too easy. It was too easy. I don't like that. I'm going to try and find a better. It's too big. It's too big, too small. Nope. Let's see. There we go. That's the one I want. Right there. Right there. And then I'm going to put. Can you guys hear my dogs upstairs? Man, they're running around like two crazy animals. Well, they are animals, but they're just running around like crazy. Hope everybody's doing well. Everyone having a good day today so far? I hope so. Yeah, so now I'm not sure what weight spring this is, or spring weight is what I should say. I'm wondering, I think it's probably 18. I mean, if it's 18, that's the heaviest one I have, so I'm just going to stick with it. In case you guys want to join, here's a little invite for you. If you guys want to join live, we can chat. There we go. I really should have somebody advised me to get this. Excuse me. But I really should have gotten the other kind, the liquid. I really don't like this. Not exactly sure why. It's just it's like chapstick, and it just dries up on the top layer there, and I feel like that it's like more of a waste. I want to see if they maybe have like a what's the word I'm trying to say? Um, a liquid kind. I think that would work better. You just put 2 drops on and you call it a day, right? I don't know. There you go. Made that bit nice and tight. And the cool thing about using the block like this is that it doesn't spin on you. All right. So you can get it nice and tight, just like that. Then you push in, slide that out, and then there you go. Pretty easy, right? Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know. But I just figure, why not? There we go. So blue Loctite, done. Click, check, right? How we doing? Again, if anybody wants to chat, man, just ask questions, throw it in the comments. And then on top of all that, if you want to, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to join me live, you can just click that link. It's through Restream. So, all right. So now that we got that done, now we got to remove the back plate, remove the firing pin, and then, do our thing that way, right? And change the spring on there. So we got to release the tension in here. So we got to push that thing down, pull the back plate off like that. All right, easy breezy. And then you pull this off. I might as well clean this while I have it out. But I need my old man glasses. This is what I need. There we go. Right there. Just so you guys we're all on the same page here, Mag5firearms is offering 10% discount Black Friday sale on all our merchandise. Hit us up at mag5firearms.net and check out all our stuff, all right? All right. So now, I mean, this block is just so versatile, right? Nope. I don't like doing it this way, but this is the other way we can do it. All right. So just like that, we'll pull out the collar springs right there. Like that. Like that. There we go. And then we can pull that out just like that. So easy, huh? So easy. Hope everybody's doing good. Again, if you guys want to chat, go ahead. Ask any questions. If you want to come on live, that's great too. All right. So we're just going to give it a bath while we're here. Might as well, since it's apart. So we're going to use some of our Mag5firearms gun cleaner. Spray that on, just like that. All right. Gonna slide this off so we can get a good. There we go. All right. Thought I had a towel, but I was wrong. There we go. Man, it's getting chilly out, huh? What state are you guys from? Do you is it as cold there as it is here? Go ahead, guys. Click that link. Click that link. Check it out. We got a lot of awesome stuff at Mag5firearms. All our merchandise is pretty awesome. We got tumblers. We have tumblers, t-shirts, hats, Mag5firearm trucker hat. And then we also have, that's how great Mag5firearms works right there. Our advanced gun cleaner and oil. You just spray it on and you're wiping it off. See how easy that is? So I'm going to pull out a little patch so I can get inside. There we go. Just like that. Ask questions. Throw it in the comments. Appreciate it. I love it when we ask questions. So I don't know if you guys remember this Glock, but I did a build for Cross Armory, and I called it the God and Country edition, which is pretty awesome. This thing is like 97% Cross Armory parts, so it's pretty awesome actually. The gun is phenomenal. It shoots great. So I'm just cleaning it up, changing the striker spring on it. There we go. There's our pin, our firing pin. I'm going to change that out just like that. Would you go ahead and share this live with your friends? That would be fantastic. Get some more people in here. That'd be awesome. I really would appreciate that. Guys want to chat? Go ahead and throw it in there. I'd love to know who I'm talking to, who's watching. Yeah, man, just like that. And then the little collar. That's not going to take too much. I don't want to break it. They're fragile. So I'm just going to pretty much just pat them down. And just like that. Just like that. All right. Easy breezy. All right. So now I got to find the spring that I have, but I'm not exactly sure how much this one weighs. So I'm just kind of getting a feel for that. And then what I'll do is I'll just compare it to a heavier one and a lighter one. What's up, Randy Clark? How are you, brother? Appreciate you watching. Might be too light, so I'm thinking heavier, right? Isn't that what you would think? I just don't know how much heavier. Let's see what this 6 pound feels like. Judge which one that is. I don't want to go too heavy because I don't want it to dog. It's a real fast slide. This thing moves pretty quick. So I don't want to. Just trying to get a feel. Yeah, the slide's pretty light, so it moves pretty quick. But I don't want to. What's up, Miguel? How are you, brother? Thanks for watching. Go ahead and add comments if you'd like. If you guys want to come and join us live. Let's see, it feels. Almost feels the same. I'm going to compare it to like a. Okay, so here's a 4 pound one. 4.5 pound. Just want to compare them. What's up, Charlie? How are you? Likes, follows, and shares. That would be great, guys. If you can share this live so I can get some more people in here watching, that'd be great. I really would appreciate it. There we go. See, this one's definitely heavier. I feel like it takes more pressure. I'll push that down. Yeah. All right, so it's heavier than a 4.5. We know that. So a standard pin spring, I think it's like 5.5 pounds. Do you guys know that? The answer to that? I'm pretty sure it's 5.5 pounds for a standard Glock firing pin spring. I'm pretty sure that's the answer. So I think I'm going to go with the 6. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 6 and see how it goes. All right, let's see what happens. All right. So that goes in there. This goes in there. See something I learned? Somebody showed me you can do that, right? And then you push down on here. You just got to get it real good. And then you got to put your collar on like that. And then one on this side. Bitch. Like that. And then all right. And then this goes back in here just like that. See that? Now we got to put this back in. So you got to push down and slide. Come on. Okay. Then I got to get that plunger print. There we go. There it is. I like to listen for the click. All right. So I'm going to save this one, but I'm going to label it because it's not a 6-pounder. But I'm going to label it as, what should I label it as? All my markers are gone. Firing, pin, spring from I'm not sure what the weight of it is, so I'm just going to do that. And then we'll save it, huh? Because I feel like it's still good. It's just not heavy enough. So, but now I know that one there is a 6-pounder. So, right? So that's all put back together. Might as well give it a bath while I have it stripped apart. So, we're going to give it get some Mag5firearm cleaner. I honestly probably should have done that with the spring off since I had it off, but might as well give it a bath. All right. You guys have a good day today, I hope. Thomas King, how are you, buddy? Oh, my buddy Tom. He's a good man right there. Guys, have any comments? Put them in the chat. If anybody wants to join the live, just click that link right there where it says host, and it'll take you to Restream, but it'll put you through. Okay? How are we doing today? Everyone doing good? Thomas, you doing all right, brother? You got 4 people on. Tell me where you're from. Doing good, buddy? How's that t-shirt of yours? You like it? Wait, did you get the t-shirt or the hat? I think it was the t-shirt. I want to turn the volume up here. Okay, it's all right. You got the hat. Well, how you loving the hat? Yeah, it's awesome, right? Yeah, man, share it with your friends. Let them know that Mag5firearms has a five Black Friday sale coming up. Everything is 10% off. All right, but you got to order it through my website, which is going right there across the bottom. Black Friday special. What's up, Lewis? How are you, buddy? You guys can just do a share, get this out there, see if we can get some more people in here. I think that would be awesome. You want to join me live, Thomas? Anybody want to join live? All you got to do is click that button right there where it says, not the button, the link that I put in the comments. I mean, look how clean that came out. Can you see that? Look at that. I'll do it. It came out awesome. So we got Facebook. Who else we got here? We got 3 on Facebook and 1 on YouTube. What's going on, YouTube? All right. Just going to use this to get into the nooks and crannies. I can't have to put the kids to bed soon. Oh, the kids. How old are your kids, buddy? All I'm doing is taking out the moisture, getting anything out that I might have missed. Are you guys familiar with Cross Armory? They're a real good brand. They family owned, from what I understand. It's like a brother and sister. But yeah, they have some great stuff, man. You should Google them. CrossArmory.com. That's where I got all the parts from for this build. I actually use this as my everyday carry. There we go. Fantastic. 3 and 8. They're babies. You have a few. Oh, yeah, do you? From Cross Armory? What do you have from them? Just curious. Yeah, they're babies, man. My kids are all grown. That's the only reason why I say that, buddy. My kids are all grown. My oldest is she graduated college and she works for a school for disabled children. And then my two younger, or my oldest is a girl. My two younger are boys, and my boys are still in college. One's at West Virginia, one's at Penn State. How about that? Mag locks for New York compliance. Ah. So what do you have to do? Take your 15 rounders and make them into 10? You say locks or blocks? Or did you mean blocks? I'm not really sure what a mag lock is. They will have a... Yes, sir. I agree. I agree. Actually, the inside's not too bad. I think I'm just gonna push a... let's see what it looks like after I push one of these through. Yeah, it's not bad. Makes it legal. It locks the 10 mags into your AR so it can't be moved and make labor legal too. Ah. Yeah, no worries, buddy. I don't feel like bringing out the whole... So it locks the 10 mag in your AR so it can't be removed and make labor legal to own in New York. It locks the 10 mag in your AR. Like literally locks it in, like you can't pull it out? Like I don't understand. So how do you load it? I'm assuming, oh, there's a key, I'm assuming, right? There's a key that would for you to unlock it so that you can load it. You can't have removable mags in New York. Well, how do you load the damn thing? Magazines. We're talking about magazines, right? Like, or clips. That is the dumbest thing. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Is that really the truth there, buddy? Well, I don't think you're lying to me, but like, people voted for those people. Like, that just makes zero sense to me, man. Let's give the barrel a little bit of oil here. I'm excited to hear about this, Thomas. Like I don't understand. Like, how are you supposed to use it in an emergency? If you can't, no, you move rear pin and fold up, upper up, and top. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be, like, seriously. How does that lock into place? How do you, is there a way to take it out? No, I believe you. I believe you. It's just, that is just crazy for me to. Oh, wow. Like, they come up with the dumbest fucking. They're just making it harder for you to defend yourself if somebody comes to rob you. That's my opinion on that. Right? That's not helping you. You have to put epoxy over the bolt that holds it all together. Wow, man. So even to go hunt is the same thing? So that's for your AR. Is it all rifles or just the ARs? Or any kind of semi auto? Epoxy. So if you were to sell that rifle, here's the other thing, right? So if you were to sell that rifle and somebody from outside of New York buys it, right? Then what? How do you get that epoxy off, man? You got to chisel that out. The thought of that is just mind blowing to me right now. Any semi auto rifle. So bolt action, you're good. You would have to drill it out. Is that something that somebody could do themselves, or would you have to hire? You think it's something that, like, you'd have to hire somebody to do? Yeah. That's a damn shame. Makes you go through hoops, right? To defend yourselves. Uh, mm, right in there. There you go. Perfecto. I bet it does. I bet it does, man. Like it just sounds like they screw you, you know? They find every which way possible to screw you. All right, let's see. Just trying to get that oil moving that I have in there. Well, I appreciate that, Thomas. I'll see you again real soon, I hope. Like, I am just astonished by that. Like, I am absolutely astonished. All right, brother. I'll be here. You know how to find me. Or I'll invite you like 20 times until you get on. Thanks for the likes, buddy. Appreciate it. Likes, follows, and shares would be awesome, guys. Just go ahead and do a share. I'd love it. If you guys can share this with your friends, we can get some more people in here. Because the next thing we're going to do is talk about my brand new Pew Pew, my brand new Apple. We'll take it apart. I just want to make sure this one. Ooh, that's ugly. Now it's time to clean the optic. Some Mag5firearms cleaner. Mag5firearms cleaner. Grab a new rag. Who else is on? Who else wants to chat? Anybody else want to come on? Come live? I'll post a, there we go. Copy, paste. Anybody who wants to join live and chat, by all means, let's do it. Let's click that link if you want to join. It's going to take you to Restream. That's what I'm using to broadcast, is Restream. So you click that link, it'll send you to Restream. There we go. All right, we are done. That's still good. I think I want to add just a little bit more oil. Add some to the spring here. Just a little bit. But I wanted to. There we go. Yeah, I knew I felt something rubbing. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Just going to do that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. That one is done. That wasn't too bad to change those parts out, huh? Pretty easy, right? Just going to clean up a little bit. Take a second. I got like spots on my mouse. There we go. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm still learning this software, so we're getting there. It's pretty awesome stuff, though, right? Let's see who's on. We got YouTube and Facebook still. Who's on Facebook? All right. So we're just going to clean up here. This and this go in here. And this, I'm just going to give a wipe. That's going to go right there. I'm going to put my block back. Just like that. How we doing? All right? Everybody doing good? All right. I got the last of my coffee in me now. We're going to keep going. So now, let me tell you. We're going to talk about this bad boy right here. This is the Mac 9 double stack comp 1911, 2011. I think it's a 1911, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'll tell you, man, I was a little hesitant about picking this thing up But then my buddy was like, because I've been wanting one, right? A 2011 of some sort, some sort of a double stack, right? And I just couldn't make up my fucking mind. So I went to the gun show with my buddy. I call him the wise one, and I just went and I touched everything, right? Just, I mean, come on, how many times you guys have gone to gun shows before where you just got to touch everything, right? You got to put everything new in your hand. You got to put everything, see how it feels, see how you know what I mean? And that's what I did. I touched so many pew pews. There was this one, the Fusion, the Apollo, right? And I mean, by all means, I wasn't buying at the gun show because a lot of times, unless you're paying cash, they'll rape you. But yeah, point being is that my buddy was like, "Hey, you should really try the Mac 9." And I said, "All right, why not? I mean, how does it hurt?" So I did a little bit of research. I was a little hesitant on it because there was there was a lot of reviews, but there was a whole bunch of negative ones. People didn't like them. They jammed this and that. Um, but I'll tell you, I had a frustrating day yesterday, but I had a great day today. It was interesting because I went to the range yesterday and I used it, and this damn thing kept jamming. I had misfires. I had light primer strikes. I had my my slide actually seized in this position, right, open, and I couldn't get the damn thing to move. Nothing. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it to move. All right. So like yesterday was a very frustrating day. Uh, there was a whole bunch of I had a whole bunch of issues with it. But then today, when I went out with the wise man, we went in, we tried it again. I was having the same issues, right? And then we thought it was magazines, right? So he had two Atlas magazines, brought them out. We used that. Same thing was happening, where it would. So what would happen is that it would it would fire, but it wouldn't eject, right? That was one problem we were having. The other problem we were having was light primer fires. Light primer, yeah. So it just didn't ignite. We were having that kind of a problem. And then there was one other thing that I just can't remember for the life of me. But anyway, so we took it apart. Like we tried magazines, nothing. Right? We took it apart. We added more oil. Seemed to have helped, but it wasn't perfect. Right? But then as we started going, and as we started to shoot more, and I kind of felt like it was warming up, it started firing awesome. At one point, I thought maybe it was just my ammo, but then I was using his ammo, and it was the same thing, right? So I was using 124 grain. He brought 147 grain. We thought maybe the lighter ammo, or the lighter ammo would work. The lighter bullet would work. But no, it was all the same thing. My ammo, his ammo was the same thing. It wouldn't eject, whatever. So then again, we took it apart. We added more oil to it, and then we were just persistent. We were just trying one thing after another. And then I did a Google search, and I didn't really find much on it. But speaking of, I should grab the box because I want to see what the owner's manual says. But I read that there's like a breaking in period, right? Um, didn't say exactly how much, or like how many rounds, but between yesterday I did about 300 rounds. Today I did four, so we're at 700. Well, four of mine, right? Because I brought 124s, and then my buddy had his 147s. Yeah, Virginia. So listen, wow, thank you for the comment, but it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but it was we would look at every time that it would, like, it wouldn't eject the shell, right? So it happened in patterns, and it was weird, right? Because it started off that it would be the light primer fire, and then it started firing, but it wouldn't eject, right? And then it went back to primer fire again. But we just kept using it and using it and using it. But the less and less and less it happened, and it actually worked better with my 124 grain than it did with the 150 with the than it did with the 147. Yeah, but once we got it like warmed up and going, like, this gun was phenomenal. Like, it really was such a great gun. It just was. It just took a while. I could only take it to I can only take it to or point the finger at a break-in period, right? Because what I found online was see if I can find it again. Here it is. There will be take it apart, clean, and generously lube it. Cycle it a few thousand times. Not that big of a deal. Take it apart, clean, and generously lube it again. Take it to the range and fire it. Feel the smile wash all over your face. The comp and weight makes this firearm a very pleasant shooting experience. The trigger's pretty good. Under 4 pounds. The more you fire, the better it gets. Yeah. So when I saw that, no, no. I mean, here, let's. I was actually going to take it apart for you guys, and so that we can look at things together. But yeah, it was definitely not the guide spring, and yeah, it was definitely not the guide spring. If anything, it probably had more to do with the the lube than probably anything else, because we lubed the shit out of it. God's honest truth. Right? Interesting way to take out a guide rod, huh? Yeah, you have to pull back on the spring, and then you have to stick like I don't want to shoot this, so there we go. And then you got to put something in the hole to hold it into place, and yeah, I mean, the spring is pretty. I mean, besides dirty, but we did shoot 700 rounds out of it today. But the spring itself, man, that's a pretty tough spring. I wouldn't think that it was too light. You know, are you thinking that it was too light or too heavy, or what are your thoughts behind mainspring, Virginia? Virginia, is that your real name, or is that just a code name? But yeah, so the more we shot it, the better it went, and that's just the God's honest truth on it. You know, and it was pretty. It was actually pretty spectacular, because I can't wait to get an optic on it. That's how excited I was after we were done. I cannot wait to get an optic on it, because it's just, yeah. No, I'm Drew. Okay. Nice to meet you, Drew. I'm Joe. There was a million things I was thinking of that it could be, right? I mean, you're thinking light strike fires. I'm thinking ammo. I'm thinking uh, firing pin spring, right? I'm thinking of 100 other things besides breaking in until I read that. May take a while to break in, few thousand rounds, but it will always get better. Take it apart, clean it, and generously lube it. Cycle it and then take it apart again, clean it, and generously lube it again. Well, that's cool, buddy. The pleasure's mine, man. I do this every once in a while. I really enjoy, I really enjoy going live with my gunsmithing stuff. So possibly too heavy, possibly light hammer spraying. I have a couple of 1911s, but it's more of a. I just bought the Holosun 507 comp. So yeah, that's the one I'm putting on here. I have one already, and I have that on my 19, and I love it. That big window is really what I love about it. But yeah, so this thing is like, it's really is a fascinating, firearm. And honestly, I got this for $830. $830. For a double stack. And TCM that needed. Oh, back here. Well, that's not. I wouldn't call that a mainspring, is it? I call that the grip spring, but that's really just to hold your grip safety in place, and yeah, it's mainly just for your grip safety and your hammer. The hammer was following the slide. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, like the hammer doesn't, it hits pretty hard. So I don't. Yeah, spring is in the grip, recoil spring is in the guide rod. Yeah, yeah. I'm just having one of those days. I'm having like brain farts. But anyway, what I wanted to do was really just talk about this firearm, because I'll tell you, because once we got it warmed up and it was going, and we haven't stopped. Like, really, truly, truly fantastic. Like, it was spot on, right? I mean, like, I burned that barrel pretty good. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, right? Like, that is just mostly from today. So yeah, I mean, like, all we had to do. I mean, we had some shit ammo. At least in my opinion, it was shit ammo. But you know, it it just took us a little bit, but it was truly fantastic. It was really, once we got it warmed up, it started shooting. It started shooting. No misfires. No nothing. No nothing. Looks dope though. I've been eyeing a Tissa 10 mil, but this looks dope. Yeah, the Tissa. I mean, Mac 9 is made by Tissa, right? Or vice versa. It's one or the other. I think Tissa owns Mac 9. I mean, the magazines I got for it say Tissa on it. But I'm not a big fan of the 10 mil. I'm more of a 40 kind of guy. But the last couple of years, I've kept it to nines, just because of the price of ammo. Right, so even my 1911's a 9. Um, so I have everything's a 9 except for my rifles and my shotgun. But anyway, I have a Smith and Wesson M&P that was a 40. That is a 40, and I actually converted it to a 9 just because of the price. But yeah, I'm gonna give this thing a bath, and I'm gonna lube the shit out of it again. Yeah, it's a pretty fat gun. I mean, like, it's dope's not even the word for it, brother. It's like, it's fantastic. Like, like, I'm so impressed. Well, here's the thing: $830, right? Now, to the working man, that's a lot of money, right? But you and I both know that there are more expensive guns than that out there, right? I mean, that's expensive to me, right? But when you compare it to like a staccato, yeah, I love my M&P 40, Drew. Like, yeah, that thing is awesome, fantastically awesome. I got a K and what's the name of the barrel? K and M, K, yeah, K. I gotta think of it. KKM. I got a KKM conversion barrel for it, and I turned it into a 9, and then I got some magazines, obviously, and I shoot 9s out of it now, which is pretty awesome. But I can turn it back to a 40 at any time. I have all the stuff for it still, so it really is pretty awesome. Yeah. What did I say? Yeah, KKM. Yep, KKM Precision. It's a really awesome barrel. Yeah, I agree with you. Staccatos are insane, right? So the wise man that was with me today at the range, he brought his Atlas and Master Arms. Oh, you want to convert it to a 9? Yeah, everything on this thing is steel, which is like the other thing I love, except for the yeah, except for the grip. That's polymer. Yeah, that's steel. The grip's polymer, but the frame for the most part's all steel. I love it. But like, do you? I don't know. Are these considered 2011s? Yeah. So he brought his Atlas, and that thing is fucking sick. And even his Master Arms, that's a pretty sick gun, man. Right? Those things are just made for perfection. Way better than any staccato that I ever shot. Way better than any gun that I've ever shot. Right? But that's the reason why they're, $6,000 or $7,000. Right? It really is. Yeah, it was such a great day today. Like we had such a good time just figuring. Like I love it, even when things go wrong, and as frustrating as it gets, I love that whole, trying to figure it out. Right, that analysis and try one thing and doesn't work, works. Then you do something else. All right. So you're more of a Sig guy. You like that new Sig 1911 that came out? Well, Sig 2011. It's the double stack. I mean, it's pretty sick. It is pretty. It's a pretty gun, but Did I lose you? You still there? Where? There it is. There you are. This is like the best thing ever right there. I don't know why. But if I lost that, I don't know what I'd do with myself. I'm constantly using it. I think it's awesome. There we go. Look at how nice that came out. Do you have any double stacks, Drew? Yes, sir. All right, I gotta get some more off of that. Anybody else on? I don't think that's it. I think there's only those two. Yeah, man. That came out nice. That came out nice. So let's go run a couple patches through, see what it looks like. I just don't feel like taking out the brush, but it should be good. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not terrible. There we go. So, take two more. Yeah, I don't think I need a brush. I'm just gonna hit it with some Mag5 cleaner. Just put some in there. There we go. Yep. Yeah, I mean, even with not much is coming off at all. There we go. Cool. Take some dry ones, put that through. There we go. Nice and dry. There we go. Give it another wipe, and we're good to go. How we doing? Thank you for joining. Who's on Rumble? Who's on Rumble? Who's on Facebook? Say hello, hello. All right. Now, as far as this goes, I'm just going to give it a good, because it doesn't look dirty at all. Just going to give it a wipe, just like that. You guys want to be shy? You're not going to talk? Who do we got on? Where are you from? If you want to join the chat, just hit that in the chat comments. I have a join link. All right. There we go. So far, so good, right? All right. Now we're going to give it some love. I'm going to put some through here. Like that. Talking about the Mac 9 is what I have in my hands right here. The Mac 9 DS double stack comp. Slide's been comped and the barrel is ported. It really is. It was such a fun time today shooting this bad boy. I'll tell you. What do you guys have? What do you own? What's your favorite to play with besides yourselves? Yeah, I'm being funny. Funny guy. Funny guy. There we go. That's done. I don't need that anymore. Do it with my dental tool. With my dental tool. It's using all that excess oil on the rag. Just like that. I like to lube the inside of the slide. See what I'm doing? Because it's all metal on metal, man. You know what I mean? It's all metal on metal. All right. go. And then boom. Boom. A boom. Just like that. Like this and like this and like that. And there you go. There we go. All right. Alrighty. Boom. Boom. And now, I mean, this is interesting the way they have this set up. You know what I mean? Definitely don't want it to shoot out of my hands. All right, let's try this again. Put that up. And just out of curiosity, I'm wondering if this would be any easier. Oh no, because I gotta. No, it wouldn't. Where the hell's that hole? That's what he said. It's like more than half of this is this is what arthritis does to you. There it is. There it is. Took me a second. All right. That goes in there. Well, this goes in that way. How about that, huh? All right. There we go. Go on there. Keep it well lubed, he says. Well lubed. This might be excessive, but I'll give it a good wipe. I think that's it. Yeah. So ultimately, I mean, all joking aside, I think this was such an awesome gun. It was a lot of fun to shoot. I'm really excited for the optic to come for it, which should be any day. It was, I just can't stress enough how much fun it was, you know? All right. Now we're just going to rub it all the way around. All the way around. Leave a nice protective coating of the Mag5firearms infused oil. Remember, guys, Mag5firearms, all our merchandise is on Black Friday sale until November 30th. So make sure you go check us out. Mag5firearms.net. And guys, if you like my content, if you enjoy my content, don't be shy. Rumble rants, super chats, and stars on Facebook. That would be awesome. Really appreciate it. All of it supports a small family business. I'll let that soak there for a few minutes. Take that. Take all those out. Get rid of this. Rumble rants, super chats, and stars. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'd say Mac 9, 8 out of 10, 7.6 out of 10. Really good, really awesome. A lot of fun to shoot. I don't dislike it. There was nothing really about it that I disliked. It was a lot of fun. It really was awesome. And yeah, I'm happy that I got it. I'm real happy that I got it. I mean, a little frustrating with that whole breaking in thing. But yeah, it was good. Definitely an awesome time. What did we think, guys? We did good? Does it look good? There it is. Mag5firearms. Check us out. Again, if you enjoy the content, Rumble Rants, Stars, and Super Chats. Really appreciate you guys. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for spending some time with me. But definitely, you know what? I should finish my thoughts. Mac 9, 2 thumbs up. As of right now, day 2, 7.6. Really is a great gun. $830 I got it for. Price perfect, right? Getting past that breaking point, that breaking in point. Frustrating at first, but going great so far. We'll do it again. All right? Shoot it a couple more times and I'll come see you.